Juneteenth marks the day when freedom finally reached, after agonizing delays, the last enslaved African Americans in Texas. It represents a pivotal moment, a delayed dawn breaking over a people long denied their inherent rights. This momentous occasion occurred 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation, a document that should have, in theory, liberated them much earlier. The gap between proclamation and realization speaks volumes about the systemic injustices of the time. It's more than a date on the calendar, it's a second Independence Day, a true marker of liberation for all Americans, regardless of race. It's a celebration of liberty hard-won and long delayed, a testament to the unwavering spirit of those who yearned for freedom against all odds. The jubilation and relief felt on that day echo through generations. In Texas, news of emancipation was deliberately suppressed, a cruel act that prolonged the suffering of countless individuals. And so, enslaved people continued to labor under brutal conditions, unaware that their freedom had already been declared on paper. The injustice of this delay is a stark reminder of the fragility of rights. Even as the Civil War ended elsewhere, signaling a new era for the nation, the chains of slavery remained firmly in place in Texas. Juneteenth reminds us that freedom is not just declared with the stroke of a pen, it must be actively enforced and fully realized in the lives of every individual. It requires vigilance, commitment, and a constant striving for equality. The day honors the extraordinary resilience of those who endured unimaginable hardships, and the transformative moment when hope, deferred for so long, finally became a tangible reality. It's a celebration of the human spirit's capacity to overcome adversity. It's a commemoration of the ongoing struggle for justice and equality, and a powerful testament to the enduring spirit of a people who never gave up on the promise of liberty, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles. By understanding the full significance of Juneteenth, we gain a deeper appreciation for the true cost of delayed justice, the human toll of inequality, and the boundless power of perseverance, unity, and unwavering faith in the pursuit of a more just world. It's an absolutely vital chapter in the unfolding American story, one that continues to profoundly shape our national identity, reminding us of both the triumphs and the ongoing challenges in our pursuit of a more perfect union. On June 19, 1865, a pivotal moment unfolded in American history, forever changing the course of countless lives. This date marks not just another day on the calendar, but the true end of slavery for many African Americans in the Confederate South. Union Major General Gordon Granger, a name synonymous with liberation, arrived in Galveston, Texas, tasked with a monumental mission. He carried with him the authority and the force necessary to implement the Emancipation Proclamation fully in this last bastion of the Confederacy. Granger's arrival was not a solitary event. He came with a contingent of federal troops, a tangible representation of the Union's commitment to enforce emancipation. These soldiers were there to ensure that the words of freedom would be backed by action, and that the transition from slavery to freedom would be protected. From the balcony of Ashton Villa, a stately symbol of Galveston's history, Granger prepared to deliver the news that would reshape the lives of enslaved people. This location became the stage for a transformative declaration. He read General Order No. 3, a document that would echo through generations, a beacon of hope and a testament to the enduring struggle for equality. All slaves are free. 3 simple words, yet they carried the weight of centuries of oppression and the promise of a new dawn. The order's words broke generations of bondage, severing the chains that had bound men, women, and children to a life of forced labor and dehumanization, and set a new reality in motion, a reality where African Americans could begin to envision a future defined by self-determination, opportunity, and the pursuit of their dreams. The reaction was immediate. A wave of emotion swept through the community as the news spread like wildfire. People dropped their tools, casting aside the instruments of their enslavement as they embraced the first moments of freedom. They sang, their voices rising in jubilant melodies that echoed through the streets and fields, celebrating the long-awaited arrival of liberty, wept, tears of joy streaming down faces that had known only hardship and sorrow as the reality of freedom began to sink in, and sought out lost family members, driven by the hope of reuniting with loved ones who had been forcibly separated by the cruel institution of slavery. This was the first Juneteenth, a day that would forever be etched in the hearts and minds of African Americans, a symbol of resilience, hope, and the ongoing pursuit of equality. a spontaneous eruption of joy and hope, a testament to the indomitable spirit of a people who had endured unimaginable suffering and emerged with their humanity intact. Granger's arrival was a show of force, a clear message that the Union was committed to upholding the principles of freedom and justice for all, necessary to ensure freedom was respected and protected, to safeguard the newly emancipated from those who might seek to deny them their rights. The presence of Union troops served as a constant reminder that the old order was gone and that a new era of freedom and equality had begun. Made emancipation real, not just theoretical, transforming the abstract concept of freedom into a tangible reality for the formerly enslaved. Juneteenth's origins are rooted in both celebration, a joyous commemoration of liberation, and the hard truth that freedom often requires power to enforce it, a recognition that the struggle for equality is an ongoing process that demands vigilance and commitment. The reading of General Order No. 3 stands as a powerful symbol of hope and the enduring pursuit of justice. Was the final act in the long struggle for emancipation in the Confederacy, marking the official end of legalized slavery in the United States and paving the way for a more just and equitable society. For decades, Juneteenth remained a celebration largely within the African American community. Its significance, deeply rooted in the history of emancipation, was not widely recognized or understood by the broader American population. Juneteenth was kept alive by African American communities, passed down through generations with stories, traditions, and vibrant celebrations. These gatherings served as a reminder of the long journey toward freedom and equality, a testament to resilience and hope. Even as the rest of the nation overlooked its significance, it was a day of profound meaning, yet it existed outside the mainstream consciousness, a stark reminder of the racial divide that persisted in American society. The push for national recognition, however, never faded, was a continuation of the fight for equality, a demand for the nation to acknowledge and reconcile with its past. Activists and community leaders tirelessly advocated for Juneteenth to be recognized on a national scale. Led by activists who understood the power of collective memory and the importance of honoring the struggles and triumphs of their ancestors, and community leaders who organized events, educated the public, and lobbied for legislative action. Their dedication kept the spirit of Juneteenth alive and fueled the movement for national recognition. Texas made Juneteenth an official state holiday in 1980, a landmark victory that provided momentum for the cause, paving the way for other states to follow suit, slowly but surely bringing Juneteenth into the broader public consciousness. The movement gained momentum after 2020, fueled by a renewed national conversation on race and justice. As the nation confronted its history of racial injustice, sparked by the murder of George Floyd and the ensuing protests. This period of reckoning created an environment where the significance of Juneteenth could no longer be ignored. Juneteenth became a symbol of unfinished work, representing the ongoing struggle for equality and justice for all, and a call for national healing, a day to reflect on the past, celebrate progress, and commit to building a more equitable future. On June 17, 2021, President Joe Biden signed the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act, a historic moment that marked a turning point in the nation's understanding of its own history, making it a federal holiday, a day of remembrance and celebration for all Americans. This act was more than symbolic. It was a formal recognition of the importance of Juneteenth in the American narrative. It acknowledged that the end of slavery is a story for all Americans, a shared history that must be understood and remembered. Juneteenth's place on the national calendar, now firmly established, ensures its lessons will be remembered for generations, inspiring future generations to continue the fight for equality and justice. The first Juneteenth celebrations were spontaneous gatherings of newly freed people, filled with prayer, song, and reunions. Over time, these gatherings evolved into organized events, with communities purchasing land for emancipation parks, safe spaces to celebrate freedom. Food, especially red foods symbolizing resilience, became central to the festivities. Music, dance, and storytelling created a sense of community and cultural pride. Elders shared stories of slavery and liberation, passing down history to younger generations. These events were more than parties. They were living history lessons and acts of remembrance. Juneteenth became a sacred day of reflection, education, and unity. The traditions established in those early years continue to flourish today. Juneteenth's roots in community and memory have made it a lasting celebration of freedom. For years, Juneteenth was a regional tradition, especially in Texas and the Southwest. The Great Migration spread the holiday to cities across the country, as families brought their customs with them. In new urban settings, Juneteenth adapted, but kept its core message of freedom and community. The civil rights movement gave the holiday renewed political significance, linking it to ongoing struggles for justice. Events like the 1968 Juneteenth Solidarity Day in Washington, D.C. helped elevate its national profile. The internet and social media accelerated Juneteenth's spread, connecting communities nationwide. By the time it became a federal holiday, Juneteenth was already a major cultural event across the U.S. Its evolution reflects the resilience and adaptability of the tradition. Today, Juneteenth is celebrated with parades, art, and community gatherings across the country. Parades fill streets with music, dance, and vibrant displays of cultural pride. Art exhibitions and performances explore themes of freedom, identity, and resilience. These events invite people of all backgrounds to learn and participate. Family reunions and barbecues remain at the heart of the holiday, echoing the first celebrations. Juneteenth is both a public affirmation of Black history and a joyful expression of hope. Whether in large festivals or backyard cookouts, the essence is the same, honoring freedom and community. The holiday's creativity and inclusivity make it a powerful celebration for all. Education is central to Juneteenth's purpose. The holiday offers a chance to teach a history often left out of textbooks. Workshops, lectures, and panel discussions explore the complexities of emancipation and its aftermath. Ceremonial readings of the Emancipation Proclamation and General Order No. 3 connect the present to the past. Honoring ancestors and sharing their stories ensures their sacrifices are not forgotten. Juneteenth's educational mission fosters empathy and a deeper understanding of freedom's fragility. It challenges us to reflect on liberty's meaning today and the work still ahead. Juneteenth is both a lesson in history and a call to action for justice. Juneteenth is American history, not just Black history. It marks a turning point in the nation's journey toward equality. The holiday reminds us that freedom must be protected and expanded for everyone. Embracing Juneteenth means confronting our full history, triumphs and tragedies alike. This honesty fosters understanding and reconciliation, not guilt. Celebrating Juneteenth is an act of patriotism and a declaration of belief in America's promise. It's a day to honor resilience and the universal desire for liberty. By joining in, all Americans connect with a vital part of their shared heritage. Juneteenth is both an anchor to the past and a beacon for the future. Its recognition as a federal holiday ensures the story of June 19, 1865, endures. The holiday inspires reflection, education, and celebration for generations to come. Juneteenth's legacy is a call to continue the march toward justice and equality. It reminds us of the cost of oppression and the power of liberation. The spirit of Juneteenth, resilience, hope, and progress, remains essential today. The holiday teaches that change is possible, but requires courage and commitment. By embracing Juneteenth, we recommit to the ongoing project of American democracy. Its legacy is the legacy of freedom, a gift to be cherished, celebrated, and defended.